Hi Taurus, this is Jess with your October 2020 weekly general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So something's ending, definitely. Some of you are deciding to go in a different direction, leaving some things behind when it comes to work, career, business. Yeah, somebody could be leaving your work, business. Things are just not the same, and it's not the way it used to be. Things are not very stable. You kind of can't bank on some form of business, and you're probably, for some of you, either you're getting let go, unfortunately for some of you. Others of you, you're making a decision to leave behind this business, work, career of some sort. You're just not feeling it the way you used to. You also may find that someone is very problematic and it's time to exit stage left. However, it's going to work out. For those of you who are going to get let go, it's going to work out. Better than you thought. Just when one door closes, another door completely opens, but you may not be able to go through that door as quickly as you would like. So having to kind of wait, maybe a bit of a challenge, feeling like you probably made the wrong decision. Questioning yourself, doubting yourself also may be happening to some extent now. For some of you, I feel you may have thought that you were going to move towards something slowly but surely, like, yeah, eventually I'm going to, and then shit just automatically start happening. And it's like, wait a minute, well, you're going to make it work. You're going to make it work. You're going to go with the flow, and you're still going to come out shining. Seems like the only thing a Taurus would do, right? So in the home life, it looks like something is ending. I keep seeing endings. So endings at work, endings at home, endings with people that maybe you had a close relationship with. It's not happening now. Expect it in Scorpio season, which is another, week or two out from now? Another 2 weeks or so. Scorpio season is coming to end so many things. God willing, we'll all still be here at the end of it, but it is going to definitely be ending a lot of things. And for some of you, it could be someone close to you or someone in your home. Probably where you weren't willing to speak or communicate with someone or clear the air, you're going to be willing to do that now. And it's necessary, right? Because this is a very substantial relationship some of you have. I feel for some of you that work from home or you run your own business, it looks really good. And you may be, again, ending something about the business that you do and starting something new. And it's already like a guarantee. You may have already gotten money up front, but there's something about a guarantee that you know that this is going to work. So it looks really, really good for you guys. You are a driving force. I feel with anything, watch your health, but I feel for anything that you may be second guessing, you know deep down inside is nothing to worry about because, it's kind of guaranteed. For some of you, you have to move. And this move is going to change everything, and you know that. And again, for all of you, it'll be different what moves you're making. But I see celebrations here as well. Celebrations, having a great time. Somebody, this is a side note, could be getting out of jail. So that's good. Getting released to a family. And you're waiting for someone to come home. So there is that sidebar. And again, where you may have felt caged, trapped, as if you couldn't get out of a situation, it will kind of just magically start happening and you're getting yourself out of a situation. So that's good. And I feel for some of you, you are the supervisor, boss, manager of something. And now that you've come aboard, things are better. Like you may be coming into something and it's like, wow, ever since I got here, things really have turned around. So that's really good. So now let's look at, and this is the week, I have to say, for some of you, it'll happen all in one day, but this is a time to definitely manifest your dreams and to make things happen. Some of it is against your will. It's just happening because it's time to shake some things up and happen for you. But I feel like you have a good handle on things. And it's something about new business, starting something new that may be for some of you a sure shot, especially when it has something to do with real estate, home, family. Again, it could be anything, but there's something new brewing that looks really, really positive for some of you. So congratulations. Now let's look at love. Taurus singles. You're clear about where you are emotionally. And when I say singles, I mean from those of you that have no one at all to those of you who are getting to know someone, but you're not exclusive and the relationship isn't completely defined. So you're still technically single, right? So singles, I feel like you are very clear emotionally of where you are. There's someone, you may have had a lot of options, but you may be fancying one person in particular. Are you fancying someone? They could be younger or just more youthful in appearance and the way that they carry themselves. I feel like they're wooing you. Someone could be wooing you. If you're putting yourself out there, be willing to do so, you could meet someone fairly quickly. Okay. That's very charming. Although the two of you may be at a distance from each other, so can't physically see each other, haven't yet gone on a physical date, haven't made any physical contact. And because of that, just like I told Aries, you may be at a stalemate as to whether or not you want to move this forward. For some of you, it could be still hanging on to the past or vice versa. And so someone has to kind of clean out their closet before they can fully enjoy a new person now. And the past could be coming back to haunt you guys to some extent. But again, it's going to illuminate some things. So whatever you didn't know, some things could be coming up now, Taurus. And I feel it's going to free you. This, right now with having Uranus in your sun sign, a lot of things are going to happen to you, whether you like it or not. That will illuminate out of nowhere, and it'll be a make or break time. And that's just going to continue to happen until Uranus goes into Gemini. So there's that. And I feel for some of you, it can get a little sticky or it can get a little tricky, especially if someone is still attached to another person. I don't know why I feel like for a small group of you, someone could be exposing the other person. That can get a little tricky and sticky. There as well. So you may have found something out and exposing someone that's been kind of stepping out. If it's not that, I do feel like you could be also attracting people who are low confidence, who compensates a lot, right? Who may have a lot of bravado and feels that if they're turned down or their demands aren't accepted, they can get a little nasty. So be careful with that, Taurus. And you may be a little too accommodating to people who really doesn't deserve it. And you also could be attracting people who out of nowhere, they'll just change on you. They're like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Mr. or Mrs. So yeah, I feel like you're happy on your own, but still stressing out about some things when it comes to matters of heart. I feel like finances is more of a focus for you. And as soon as you take your mind off of things like with love, you hear from people reach out again, whether it be just randomly a new person or somebody from your past. You definitely want love. You want to be wooed. You want to be wowed. Some of you want the person to just come and initiate the process. But I feel like you're done with the drama of the toxic connections and things that are unhealthy. You're evolving and ascending to another level when it comes to love. And although you're holding yourself back, I feel for some of you, if the right person comes, when I say the right person, it's somebody that you just have a natural rapport with and you're really liking them, you're going to open yourself up. You're not that jaded where it's like you won't, give love a chance. I feel for some of you Taurus men, you come across as an ideal mate, but then you can change up quite a bit. So it could be some of you Tauruses, coming off as 1 minute you're one way, the next minute you just completely change. And you Taurus women are very attractive and alluring, have a very stable situation. The way people see you is very stable, very attractive, a great candidate, someone that would make a great partnership, but you're a little bit insecure deep down inside. Okay, so there's that. Now let's look at Taurus couples. Well, this is just screaming it's over. And your person may be acting like they can give a damn less. They don't care. They've been out the door. Been out the door since the sex got cut off. I feel like there's a lack of intimacy here, but also it's very toxic. So you had to cut the situation off, right? Maybe since Libra season, the situation has been over, or it's been hanging on by a thread and maybe coming to a head now. Apologies, I'm sorry, let's work this out, let's start again, can you trust me, let's be vulnerable, let's be innocent and love again. It's the biggest challenge here, unable to do it. So some of you are just going to say, pay me. Pay me. You can just pay me. That's what you can do. And I'm not ever talking to you again. Because just like I got an Aries reading, someone feels like is communicating that they don't care. They're communicating that they could care less because they get attention, they're successful, they have everything that they want. They don't need this, they don't need you, they don't care, right? And that's what I keep hearing or seeing over and over and over again of someone just like, I don't care that it's over. I'm going to do me. There's been some deep-seated hurt and pain in this relationship for some of you. And I feel that to some extent, the longer someone stays in this, the worse it gets for them. Like the harder it's going to be to come out of this. And holding back from this person and not communicating, all that does is fuel this person to want to come back and try to communicate. Even though you feel like it's best to walk away because there's a lot of things that you feel isn't working out in this relationship. Again, this can go vice versa. That's the hardest thing for you to do because there's a part of you that have known this person for a long time. There's a very strong connection here. There could be children involved, and you always look back at it. You remember the times, or you're looking at the times of what it could have been and how you talked about what it would be between the two of you and how, well, you know, there is that connection. So leaving it behind could be a bit of a challenge. Okay. But you guys know that eventually you're going to have to make a final decision. And for some of you, it is to break up. For some of you, you're done, you're over, you don't want to deal with it anymore. For others of you, you may feel like it's coming. I could sense it, I could taste it, I could touch it, I could feel it. It's coming because I'm not going to be able to handle much more of this. Okay. So this is Judgment Day. Judgment days are coming to Taurus. And in the extended, we're going to look at your person. How do they feel about you, the relationship? What do they want this relationship to go? What secrets are they keeping? What do they want to tell you deep down inside? What are they challenged by? Where do they want this relationship to go in the future? And what will their current actions be? We'll look at the outcome in Aries to Pisces. How do they feel about you? So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box below. If you would like a personal read, click the link to my website to set something up for yourself. And if you're new to this channel, well, welcome and subscribe because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Taurus.